Just going to look back offensively, defensively. We want to talk about 3 players on offense and 3 players on defense who we think have been the most impressive thus far this season for us, man. So, figure we would start with the defense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, man? So, in the comment section, y'all drop the 3 most impressive players on the Steelers defense through these first 5 games in the comment section already. All right, Deke. I'll go ahead and go first. That's cool with you.
Works.
First person for me, man, in terms of most impressive, TJ Watt. As crazy as it is, my expectations for him were already sky high. And at the same time, as I'm watching him, I'm like, bro, how are you still doing just extra? Like, the consistent turnovers, the consistent sacks, the big time splash plays, the energy. Heck, you even gave me the F the rules and took your helmet off in your last celebration. Like, you giving me everything I need right now. And then I keep hearing your brother talk about how you the depot. And that just add on to it as well. To me, man, it's just like we all know that he's not supposed to make the play. And they sending everybody and their mama to stop him from making the play, Deke. But yet I keep seeing him every single week make crazy plays. So he was the first guy for me, man. Second guy.
How bad did he want to return that fumble recovery?
Oh, he was trying to go to the crib. You see, he was ready to mush Lamar too. I don't know if you peeped, tried to load up on it.
So bad,
bro. He didn't touch paint already. That's the other part. I'm like, bro, when you think, all right, what's the only thing he hasn't done? He hasn't scored. He knocked that out. It's like, yo, he could literally do we've seen him do every single thing. He just ain't line up on offense just yet.
That would have been 2 touchdowns in 5 weeks.
5 games, bro. Think about that, bro. And, like, we wouldn't have been surprised either if he would have scored.
Here's the sad part of the matter. Remember yesterday how I said, oh, he's just got to be the favorite for the depoy right now. He's not.
Are you lying?
Micah Parsons favored more than him.
Cowboys.
And I think it's also Myles Garrett that's favored more than TJ Watt.
Cowboys
He's third on the list.
That means put your money up. DraftKings,
yeah, exactly. If you want good value, it's like plus 200 for TJ for depoy right now.
Seriously, bro. Seriously, man. So, TJ definitely my first guy. Second guy, man, that has really impressed me on defense, Alex Highsmith. We knew he had the big contract this all season, and with that, we said you're going to have even bigger expectations. And this dude is continuing to deliver. I mean, not just winning consistently in the pass rush versus high-end talent. I mean, outside of Trent Williams, he didn't get after every single person that they lined up against him. And not just get after him. I'm talking creating splash plays. We obviously seen how he ended last game. That's the walk-off. That's the, hey, man, you ain't stopping this. Like, it's stuff like that where him coming into this year, as much of a fan of him as I am, still naturally you have some concerns of like, bro, $14 million a year, that's a certain level of expectations. I know you coming off of a crazy season, but now you can have even more eyes, even more pressure, even more coordinators saying, bro, we can't let him get off and 90 get off. And yet you're still in here delivering. You're still in here getting better. Like, I'm like, yo, you're nicer right now than you were this time a year ago. And you was cooking this time a year ago. And that to me has been like, when I look at those two guys, I'm like, I can point to you and say, y'all have impacted us and helped us win games, get out of stadiums. Like, exclusive. Like, yo, you cooking butt, getting 2-3 sacks, forced fumble, and all that. You kicking butt, get 2-3 sacks, forced fumble. Like,
he had a touchdown too.
Come on, man. They literally both are just going stupid. And that's why when we even brought up the whole Debo and Lamar Willie, I'm like, yo, I love the fact that that's the convo because it's real, man. It's real. They are their own variation of it.
They just both got to stay healthy.
That's it. That's it, man. But it is beautiful right now. So that's why I had Highsmith as my second guy that has really impressed me on defense.
I think the Patuzzi says this is a good comment. Yeah. Highsmith ain't Robin no more. He's Robin Hood.
Ooh.
No, he said he's Red Hood. I'm sorry.
Red Hood. All right, gang. Let's go, man. Let's go. And then for my third spot, all right, I kind of cheated. I had a half. All right, I did two players
Honorable
here.
mention?
No, it was literally 50-50. I couldn't decide exclusively on who I really wanted because I love both of their games, and I'm a fan of both of their games. And we've been missing this type of energy. It's a Landon Robinson, Quan Alexander, bro. I had to slice him down the middle. E-Rob, that dark, bro, he is Vince Williams. That's who he reminds me of when I watch him play. He's downhill, hitting everything in the mouth. He's chasing you. Bro, I just love, he play like a bully. He play like, yo, you want to play? Like, all right, let's go fight then. Like, that's when I watch him, I'm like, yo, he fighting everybody out there. And I love it because, as you know, we have not had that type of energy throughout our past couple of seasons. But he consistently brings that, and I love it. I'm like, even when he off or wrong with a play, it's like he still done pops up. I'm like, yo, you ain't hit over there for no reason, bro. Just cuz. And then you got Quan. Mm-hmm. Quan missed the electricity, missed the playmaker. Drop the film session on him. Y'all check that when you get a chance. But with Quan, it's like, man, this dude hopped on the moving train right before the season started. What, 2 weeks before, actually the week of our first preseason game, if I remember correctly. And from there, it's like, man, he just been picking it up and going, fitting right in and putting his own stamp on this defense. His own variation of when he's out there, we're like, yo, he's making plays. And not just a tackle 20 yards downfield. Nah, we talking TFLs. We talking splash, man. And that's the stuff that, like you said, we really have been missing at that position. So that's why I was like, I had to go both of them. And it ain't no slight to my dog Cole. I guess I like Cole Holcomb as well. But Cole is kind of like the hybrid of both of them. Whereas they're my extremes right there, man. I need my speed demon, my crazy Quan, and then my bullying thing right there, man, in terms of E-Rob.
So I have Quan on my list, too.
Shout out. Let's go.
He's just jumping off the screen to me whenever he's out there. And the stats are backing up. Here's what's crazy. You know how we just talked about Cole Holcomb? He's playing pretty much 90% to 100% of the snaps.
Yeah.
Quan Alexander, I'm looking over these first 5 games. 69% first game, 60% second game, 65% third game. Fourth game, only 38%. Fifth game, only 44%. So that averages out to he's playing about 50 to 55% of the time. Dude, he's got 35 tackles. Also has a sack.
Bro.
34 tackles. But
he is cooking, bro.
That pretty much averages out.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Over 17 games. It's 119 tackles. He's only playing like 55% of the time.
Like, bro.
That's insane.
He is cooking. Every time I see him on the film, like, you're making a play. And you're not just making regular plays. You're making, like, sexy plays. Like, let's get up and celebrate. We all in the stadium going nuts. Like, you're doing that. We have not felt that in a minute, bro. I love it, man. Yeah,
the athleticism he brings to the table in that inside linebacker room. He just jumps off the screen to me.
Yeah.
So whenever we signed him, some of the knocks on him were, can he stay healthy? Is he a little bit over the hill because of his age or whatnot? I think he's disregarded both of those things so far this season. I hate to say it, knock on wood. He stays healthy the rest of the season, but up to this point, he looks awesome.
I'm with you, bro. Knock on wood, too.
So I got him in here. I probably should have put TJ and Highsmith, but I'm glad you said it.
No, you got it, bro.
Because
you got it.
We know how good those guys are. What? Highsmith, for me, in terms of like more surprise element with his impressive performances this year, I think a little bit more valid than TJ because even though TJ is outperforming usual TJ, we kind of expect this because he's in his prime and it's TJ Watt. Obviously, he deserves to be on this list.
You good, baby. It's your list.
But Highsmith, you're right. After getting the contract, all right, can you do it back-to-back years? He's doing that, if not exceeding that. So I'm with you on that. I guess it's just we already know those guys, so I'm not like
for sure, bro.
I'm not like wowed with how good they are. But at the same time, I am a little.
That's
bit.
my thing. I'm like
because they are playing that good.
And see the fact that I can even say I'm wowed. And I know how high I personally have my expectations for them dudes. I told you, I think TJ's supposed to get 30 sacks this year, bro. Not 22 and a half. I said 30, bro.
Yeah.
So for me to be saying I'm impressed, I'm like, bro, what are we talking about? Like, he's going you say he's about to have 2 touchdowns in 5 games, bro.
Almost. He needed a better move on Lamar there.
Low key.
He just wanted to run him over. He needed like a little hezzy and go to the outside.
He a bully, bro. He a bully.
Because it was all there for him if he just shook Lamar inside. Made Lamar think he was going inside, maybe stiff arm a little bit, then just hit the sideline.
He ain't got that wow. He ain't doing all that. Yeah. But I'm looking at Highsmith. I'm like, Highsmith, you catching pick sixes. Like, when you start doing that? Like, I'm seeing you out here, like, cooking.
Those strip sacks,
like,
too.
Like, you really cooking people.
Like, it's not just TJ doing the strip sack
you're
stuff.
You're cooking people. Bro, you was Ronnie Stanley. You went out there and you cooked. I don't care if he's on the Phillies healthy. You know my rule. If he's on the Phillies healthy, man, and you got after that.
So I'm with you. Those two deserve to be on this list. I'm just going a little bit of a different direction.
Man, I love it, man.
Keanu Benton and JPJ are my two guys.
I was thinking them as well, bro. Love what Keanu done. My bad. I ain't cut
you
off.
I mean, he feels like he's already a starter, and luckily we're getting Cam Hayward back. Do we know the timeline on him? When's he coming back?
Not officially, because remember he had to have surgery, but it was just injury reserve, so he can come back. We just, because he was under the knife, you just anticipate him being a little bit longer than Deontay, who was just...
The initial timeline was like 8 weeks. Mm-hmm. He was saying he's going to be back faster than that. That's the week after the Rams game then.
Right.
If we win against the Rams, I wouldn't mind Cam taking another week just to not rush it back. And Keanu Benton's the reason why.
Yeah.
Because of how good he's playing. Him and Ogunjobi on the interior, we're making it work. Mm-hmm. We're making it work. And Benton's making plays, in fact, too. It's not like, oh, man, we're just getting by. I'm seeing Keanu Benton beat these dudes on the interior.
Bro, he putting hands on people, bro.
And then JPJ, we talked about this. Mm-hmm. When he's out there, he's not getting cooked. That's one good thing you're looking out of your corners. Not getting cooked, but then he's also making plays.
Don't get cooked, all right? Just don't get cooked, and then we could build up from here.
He's also making plays. Now, it is a short sample size. It is a small sample size. But there's that PFF stat out there, or some type of stat where he's got a 0 passer rating when targeted.
I would say.
I don't know how that's possible because he did let up the slant to Devontae Adams, but maybe the interception cancels that out.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
That might low-key be it, though. The interception could cancel out because that's the only catch we've seen. He hasn't been penalized.
Yeah, the only two bad things I've seen from JPJ. And giving up a slant to Devontae Adams for like 10 yards, that's not necessarily a bad thing. At least you made the tackle.
Devontae did to everybody else, right?
Right, exactly. Because the first time JPJ was on Devontae, didn't give him anything. Yeah, Jimmy G threw it his way. There wasn't even a chance. But it was just that slant to Devontae and then the missed tackle in the Texans game.
Yeah.
A little bit of a wimpy tackle. Just
threw a shoulder at the leg.
Yeah, through the shoulder.
Said, but this ain't college, man. They ain't going down off of that, man.
Outside of that, in coverage, dude's got it. He's impressed me. And because with drafting corners, and we were talking about this yesterday, whenever we brought up the Patrick Surtain trade and why it would make sense to give up a couple first-rounders. You know what you got there. Like that dude's a top 10 corner.
Yeah.
It could be hit or miss when you draft these guys. Look at Emmanuel Forbes down with the Commanders. Now, part of this could be on Tomlin and the Steelers right now, moving JPJ along at a little bit slower pace, and you caution for that. Like, get him out there, let him build the confidence up a little bit, and let him prove to you that he's ready. And he's done that up to this point, and that's why we all feel he should be the starter after this bye week.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I mean, that was why I did the film session, because I'm like, we can say he's not ready, and I get it. But at the same time, it's like he's shown a lot of this is what a starter does in the league. So, eventually you got to give him that opportunity, man. But I don't fault the move. I know at times for fans, it can seem really like head scratching, and you're like, bro, just get him out there. You know he's the best. You know he's talented. Just get him out there. He'll learn on the job. It's just one of them things, man. You just got to be cautious at times, man, because you can't undo it. When you throw that thing out there, if it's not ready and it gets exposed or it gets some negativity, it could kill it. And that's the part where you just, like I said, have to be real cautious about it, because that is a position where as soon as he's on the field, like you said in the interview, I knew they was throwing it to me. Why? Because I'm a rookie. It's in the red zone. I'm on Odell Beckham. Like, that's going to be his life until proven otherwise. So if you're not really, really ready, don't put that thing out there just yet. But to me, I think it is ready. And I'm not saying he has to play 100% of the snaps. But if you want to drastically increase the snaps, or at least where he's out there the same amount as Quan, right? You talked about 50, 60% of them snaps. It's like even that. We don't look at Quan and be like, dang, man, we won't see Quan enough. It's like, no, we feel like we getting Quan. We could even use more. But it's like, no, we still good with it. I'm cool with that. But I do feel like he needs to be on the field more, though.